Hey, so I wanted to show you a problem I just had. This is a Rainbird panel, and I was having a zone that was stuck on, and it would not turn off. So if I turned, it was zone 2. So if I turned zone 1 off, zone 2 would stay on, and it'd be splitting the water pressure between the two, and that was happening regardless. I bought a tool to help figure out where the solenoid was, as I feel like it had a failed solenoid. So I bought this tool right here. So this is one half of it right here. It's got it's got a flashlight on it. And I bought this online, and it's got a little sensor right there. And then this is the other half right here. So it's this piece right here. It takes a 9-volt, and then it's got two alligator clips. So the problem I was having was it was an irrigation system that was just staying on, and I had no idea where the solenoid was. So I couldn't find where that was in the yard at all. It was completely buried. I found one basically by chance, and I couldn't find the other one. So I had no idea where it was. So I bought this tool because I needed to find out where the wires went and to find the solenoid, and I thought this tool would work pretty well. So I ended up finding it, and it was completely covered with grass right here. And I use this tool, and I'll show you how I set it up, but it basically runs, there's a wire that runs right through there, and I use the tool to find that solenoid right there. So I'm gonna go test that. Just to kind of show you guys, the instructions were not particularly helpful. I'll show you what I did to make it work. Really wasn't that hard. I did have to use a metal detector to find that solenoid as well. So this little wire detector thing got me in the right area, but it was throwing me some weird signals. So I used a metal detector to nail where it was. So zone 2, which is this wire right here, pulled that one off. And then made sure that the batteries for this 9-volt were good. They came with it, and they were actually pretty good. So I left it in there. So I have alligator clip right here, and I would clip that onto this. And then it says to clip the black onto a ground or the earth somehow, and I'm on a concrete pad right here, so I didn't have a good option. So I ended up just clipping it to this and hoping that would work, and it did. So you got this device right here, and it is on standby right now. So you hit the magnifying glass, and it is pulsing electricity from that 9-volt in the back, pulsing that into zone 2, into that wire. So I tested it here. So now you need this piece right here, and it comes with a little headphone jack, which is nice, and it comes with a clip. So no, it comes with a bag. I'm not sure exactly what that is for, but it comes with a bag. Has the flashlight. So let me turn this on. So that is the sound it makes when it is sensing the wire. So I'm about 3 feet away right here, and it's not sensing it. And the closer I get, the more audible it gets. And then also you can see the lines going up. So I'll show you what I did with this. So I took this out, and I had a good idea of where the wires ran from the control panel, and I started there. So I knew those kind of came out here, so I just took this little sensor and ran it along the ground until I started getting some wires, or some feedback, some audio, and I never got close enough to get like good feedback there with the lights. But basically I just used, and you can see the wire coming out of the wall right there. So this is actually not where I thought the solenoid was going to be. I just kind of walk around, and then it's got a little volume button on there too. So I just kind of ran it around until I had a signal. You can see how close it is. You really got to get that kind of close to the ground. So it's not an exact science. It just gives you an idea of where the wires are running. You can see, like, I'm right on it, and it's still not giving me the visual right here. It's just giving me the audio. But anyways, that's how I used it, and it worked out fine for me. Between this and the metal detector, I was able to find the solenoid. So now I can pull that out and test the solenoid and make sure that that it is working. So when you get this little thing, it comes in a pouch, which is kind of nice. And so it was about $50 or so, $50-$60 or so, and it sure saved me having to hire somebody. So I didn't have to hire somebody to go find that solenoid buried under the ground. So at this point, I can go test that solenoid, and now I can update my super handy map of where that solenoid is. So let's see. So looks like right there is the head right there for zone 2, and the solenoid is right beside it. So I'll mark this up. And one of these days, I'll actually put this on graph paper, not just a piece of scrap paper, until I lose this. So anyways, I hope you found that helpful. And at this point, I can just turn that off, and unclip everything and put it back together, since I know where it is now. Now I got to check the solenoid. Hopefully that was helpful to you, and saves you some money.